Have you ever poured your heart out in dua, only to feel like nothing changed? What if the key isn't just in what you're asking for, but how you're asking? Allah has 99 beautiful names, each carrying unimaginable power and meaning. And among them are a few that, when called upon sincerely in your dua, can completely shift your life. These names aren't just words, they're divine keys that unlock doors of mercy, guidance, and miracles. In this video, you'll discover 3 of the most powerful names of Allah that every believer should remember when making dua. Whether you're facing hardship, seeking clarity, or simply longing to feel closer to Allah, these names can transform your prayers into deeply spiritual experiences and bring results you never imagined. So stay with me until the end, because once you understand these names, your connection with Allah will never be the same again. 1. Introduction to the power of Allah's names in dua. When we raise our hands in dua, we are engaging in one of the most intimate acts of worship. But many believers are unaware of the immense spiritual depth that can be unlocked simply by invoking Allah through His beautiful names. The Quran reminds us, "And to Allah belong the best names, so call upon Him by them." Surah Al-A'raf 7180. This is not just a poetic phrase, it is a divine instruction. When we call upon Allah using His specific names, we're aligning our requests with His divine attributes, making our du'as more meaningful and more likely to be accepted. Think about it. Would you call upon a doctor using the title of a mechanic, or seek comfort from a stranger instead of someone who truly knows you? Each of Allah's names reveals a unique aspect of His nature: mercy, knowledge, power, wisdom, and more. By choosing the right name, you're not only asking, you're testifying to your belief in Allah's qualities. For example, asking for healing while invoking Ash-Shafi, the healer, is more impactful than a general plea. Seeking forgiveness while calling upon Al-Ghafur, the most forgiving, reflects awareness and sincerity. It shows Allah that you truly understand who you are speaking to, and that changes everything. Moreover, using Allah's names builds a stronger emotional and spiritual connection. It transforms your dua from a routine request into a heartfelt conversation with your Creator. You begin to feel closer to Him, more reliant on Him, and more hopeful in His response. Incorporating His names is not just a method, it's a mindset. It's a sign of reverence, love, and deep understanding of the one you are calling upon. And that alone can elevate your dua to a new spiritual level. 2. Name 1, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahman, the most merciful. Ar-Rahman is one of the most frequently mentioned names of Allah in the Quran. It reflects not just mercy, but an overwhelming, universal, and all-encompassing form of mercy that touches every creation, believer and non-believer alike. When you include Ar-Rahman in your dua, you're reaching out to the one whose mercy has no limits, no prerequisites, and no boundaries. Unlike other forms of mercy, Rahmah from Ar-Rahman is immediate and all-inclusive. It is the type of mercy that surrounds you even when you don't ask for it, even when you don't feel you deserve it. So, when you make dua with this name, you are not just seeking a specific outcome. You're seeking to be wrapped in a divine compassion that is unmatched by any human care. This is especially powerful in moments when guilt, shame, or feelings of unworthiness make it hard to even raise your hands. When your sins weigh heavily on your heart, and Shaitan whispers that you're too far gone, call upon Ar-Rahman. This name reminds you that Allah's mercy is always greater than your mistakes. It renews your hope, even in the darkest of situations. Moreover, invoking Ar-Rahman softens the heart. It humbles the soul, because you acknowledge that everything you have, your health, your guidance, your ability to even make dua, comes from His mercy. And when you truly believe in this, your dua becomes deeper, more sincere, and more filled with trust. Remember, you're not just asking for mercy, you're appealing to the source of all mercy. And when you call upon Ar-Rahman, you are asking Allah to deal with you not as you deserve, but with a mercy that transcends all human understanding. 3. Name 2. Al-Fattah, Al-Fattah, the opener. Al-Fattah, meaning the opener, is one of the most powerful names to invoke when you're facing challenges, confusion, or stagnation in life. It signifies the one who opens what is closed, unlocks the unseen, and grants access to paths that seem blocked or impossible. When life feels stuck, whether it's your risk, sustenance, relationships, mental clarity, or spiritual growth, calling upon Al-Fattah can bring light into those dark corners. This name is especially relevant in times of uncertainty. Whether you're making a life decision, dealing with emotional barriers, or seeking success in something important, invoking Al-Fattah is a direct appeal to Allah to open doors you cannot open on your own. It reflects the recognition that true breakthroughs come not through human effort alone, but by divine will. Al-Fattah is also the one who opens hearts. If someone is resistant to truth, or if you yourself feel spiritually disconnected, this name can be a key to transformation. Ask Him to open your heart to guidance, to faith, to trust, and to deeper understanding. Sometimes the biggest locks are not external, they're within us. Additionally, this name is linked with justice and clarity. When you're dealing with injustice, confusion, or conflict, invoking Al-Fattah is a way of asking Allah to reveal the truth and bring resolution in your favor. It's not just about physical opportunities, it's about opening what is unseen and hidden in both this world and the next. So when you feel like no one understands, when every effort seems to fail, whisper this name in your dua. Ya Fattah, open for me what no one else can. Because when Allah opens a door, no one can close it. Name 3, Al-Aleem, Al-Aleem, the all-knowing. Among the most comforting names of Allah is Al-Aleem, the all-knowing. This divine name goes far beyond mere awareness. It represents perfect, eternal, and complete knowledge. Allah knows what was, what is, and what will be. Nothing escapes His knowledge, not even a single thought, a silent tear, or the intention behind an unspoken word. When you include Al-Aleem in your dua, you're not just stating a belief, you're surrendering to the fact that Allah understands you in ways you can't even understand yourself. Sometimes in life, you don't even know what to ask for. Your emotions are tangled, your circumstances are confusing, and your future is uncertain. In those moments, whispering, Ya Aleem, is a humble way of saying, you know what I need, even when I don't. This name also brings comfort in painful times. When others misunderstand you, judge you wrongly, or fail to see your struggles, Al-Aleem knows the full picture. He knows your sincerity, your efforts, your private worship, and the battles you fight in silence. You never need to explain yourself fully to people when you rely on the one who already knows everything. Moreover, Al-Aleem reminds you to trust in divine wisdom. Sometimes, Allah delays, redirects, or denies your dua, not because He is ignoring you, but because in His infinite knowledge, He knows what is truly best. This name shifts your mindset from frustration to faith. So, when your words fall short, when your heart is heavy, and when your plans don't make sense, call upon Al-Aleem. Trust that He sees, hears, understands, and will respond in the most perfect way. because nothing about your life is hidden from the one who knows all things, inside and out. 5. How to incorporate these names into your daily du'as. Incorporating the names of Allah into your daily du'as is both a spiritual art and a transformative habit. It begins with intention. Before making du'a, take a moment to reflect on what you truly need, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Then, match your request with the divine name that aligns with it. This simple act of mindfulness turns your du'a from a general plea into a focused, deeply personal conversation with Allah. Start by mentioning the name directly in your supplication. For example, instead of saying, "O Allah, help me succeed," say, "Al-Fattah, open the doors of success for me." Instead of simply asking for mercy, say, Ar-Rahman, shower me with your mercy. This creates a stronger emotional and spiritual connection, as you're not only asking, but also acknowledging Allah's attribute that governs your need. You can also integrate these names in your morning and evening adhkar. As you recite your daily remembrances, pause and invoke the name that suits your current state. If you feel lost, call on Al-Aleem. If you're seeking change or growth, repeat Al-Fattah. Over time, this builds a deeper relationship with Allah based on trust, love, and understanding of who He is. Another powerful method is to include these names during sujood, the moment when you're closest to Allah. Whisper them with sincerity and vulnerability. Pour your heart out, using His names as bridges to His mercy, help, and knowledge. Finally, be consistent. The more often you incorporate these names, the more naturally they will flow in your du'as. And with consistency comes clarity. Clarity in your prayers, your intentions, and your connection with the one who responds. These are not just names. They are keys. Use them regularly and watch how your relationship with Allah transforms. These 3 names of Allah can bring light to even the darkest moments, if you call upon Him with sincerity and trust. Let your du'as be filled with meaning, love, and connection from now on. If you found this beneficial, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Devout Deen for more powerful Islamic reminders. Before you go, comment this beautiful prayer below. Ya Allah, open my heart, guide my path, and shower me with your mercy. May your every dua be answered in ways better than you imagine. Ameen.